evening, everybody, and welcome to historic Cardines Field, live from Newport, Rhode Island. So we have game one of the championship series between Towndock and the Scorpions. And that pitch is in there and misses for a ball. This is Lavassier on the mound today for the Scorpions, who will be the home team for games 1 and game 3 if necessary. As he delivers a fastball, this one's fouled off and out of play, heading towards the firehouse. Might have stayed in the ballpark and rattled off the very old bleachers we have here. As we just get going here. Well, the count is 3-2 here to the leadoff batter. As this one is popped foul. Let's do it again. This is the championship series live from Cardines Field in historic Newport, Rhode Island. This is what it's all about. These guys come in down here, get their work in as this one swung on and missed. First out of the game comes via swinging strikeout. And that'll bring up the left fielder today. This is Josh Blaze. Blaze wears number 2. Bats left-handed and hits balls very far. He's one of the superstars in this series to watch as it progresses, as that one misses up and in for a ball 1. This one's kind of a check swing, but he's not going to go around. That'll be a ball high. And McCarthy waits on deck, the big left-hander, but for now, it's Blaze. That one's going to be in the dirt for another ball. The left-hander comes set and delivers. This one's fouled and rattles off the mitt. That'll bring the count full for the second consecutive batter in a row. And we're just getting going here. We'll have lots of surprises for you as the night unfolds, but for now, we're just getting warmed up. That's low ball 4. Blaze is going to draw a 1-out walk to get this Towndock offense going. Well, that brings up the big lefty. This is McCarthy. He's always dangerous. Miss middle in on him, and it's gone. The lefty comes set and delivers. First pitch of the at-bat is a fastball in there for strike 1. Swung on and missed quickly, 0-2. Well, Colin McCarthy during the regular season batted .388 with an unbelievable on-base percentage of .562 and OPS north of 1,000. This guy's about as serious as it gets. Breaking ball is going to be chopped down the first base line. Home plate umpire says it's foul. And that one wasn't fouled by very much. And we'll get right back to it. It's still 0-2. 1 out, man on first. Blaze takes his lead. Lefty looks at him and delivers home, and this one's going to be fouled off towards the bus terminal. And that's a great job by McCarthy to stay back on that fastball, hit it deep inside the zone, virtually pulling it out of the catcher's mitt and fouling it off. It's got a great swing. You can spray it all over every part of the field with serious power. That one's going to be up and away. Ball one. Well, as I said before, we'll have a lot of fans here and we'll have a lot of surprises throughout the night for you. Stay tuned into the stream. This is going to be a good one. I predicted to go right down to the wires. This one's lined into center field. Second baseman goes out and he can't make the play. It's a line drive, one out single for Colin McCarthy. Well, that'll bring up Jonah Mones. Batted .375 during the regular season, had an on-base percentage of .508 and OPS just south of 1,000. Had 2 stolen bases on the year, only struck out 10 times. Here's the pitch. It's going to be fouled off. Here's the pitch. It's going to be lined into center field. Center fielder going back. He'll make the catch. No tag from Blaze on second base. We have 2 down here in the first. And the first pitch to Rob Natalie misses in the dirt for ball one. This one's fouled off, 1-1. That one misses low and away for a ball. Appeared to be a fastball. Well, Rob Natalie was second on Towndock in plate appearances this year. He batted .196 with a .338 on-base percentage. He was tied for the lead in stolen bases on Towndock with 5. Lavassier comes set, delivers. Popped up. Right fielder calls for it. He's drifting in. He'll make the catch. That's the 3rd out of the inning. We'll be right back for the home half of the first. It's a 0-0 ball game here at Cardines in Newport, Rhode Island. Welcome back to Cardines as this vicious Scorpions offense will go to work. This is the always talented and always terrific Trevor Snow leading him off. He'll be at shortstop tonight, presumably for every inning of this series, as this one's going to be fouled off into the net. In there for strike two on a high velocity fastball. Pops the mitt nice and loud. Quickly 0-2. Low and away for a ball. That one's going to miss. Low and away a little further out. Bring the count to 2-2. Here's the delivery. Outside. Oh, apparently it was 3-2. Now it's ball 4. Well then, off to a great start. Me and Snow. That'll bring up Danny Deslitz wearing number 8. Saw Danny have an outstanding series versus Mudville in the last round to advance to this championship series. That one's in there for a strike 1. That I know. Ground ball, left side. Shortstop's going to field it, throws the second base for the first out on to first base. And they will not get him at first. Snow is retired on the fielder's choice at second base. So that'll bring up left-handed batter Quinn Murphy. Here's the pitch to Murphy. This one's going to be grounded up the middle for a base hit. Oh, one pitch, one hard hit ball as he finds his way on with a first inning single. I just want to thank everyone for tuning into the stream tonight for better or for worse. I'm your host, TJ Brogel. I'll be here all night. We do have a mute button if you prefer to listen in silence. Well, that'll bring up Henry Kearns, who we had the pleasure of doing an interview with following Game 3 of the previous series. He's a terrific kid, very young, very poised, very talented outfielder. The 1-0. Swung on and missed to bring the count to 1-1. Well, the starting pitcher tonight for Towndock is Brian Wojciechowski. He pitched 34 innings during the regular season, had a perfect 3-0 record, only allowed 7 earned runs for an ERA of 1.44. Struck out an unbelievable 41 batters in those 34 innings, 13 walks. It's going to be chopped down the third base line, and I'm being told that was foul. And Joe Brooks is going to go out and have a brief conversation with the base umpire. Just want some clarification on maybe what happened. That's Manny Ferreira on the bases tonight. Look, from my view, like it might have skimmed the bag, but apparently not, as that one misses outside. Right-hander for Towndock comes, sets, and delivers. That one just misses him. This one's going to be chopped foul. Well, Danny Desolit's on second base. Quinn Murphy on first base. His collegiate and Sunset League teammate at the plate. With a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the home half of the first. Hambly waits on deck. This one's going to be hit hard at the shortstop. It's going to be a tough play. His only play is at first base. Throws across the diamond. And he'll get the out. Kearns advances each of his teammates 90 feet on the bases to set up a second and third situation for Hambly. Woj comes set and delivers the first pitch to Hambly. This one's going to be fouled off and rattle the catcher's mask. Maybe even ricochet off the umpire a little bit. Well, Hambly played 4 games during the regular season, 18 plate appearances, batted .353 with a .389 on-base percentage. And that one's going to miss for ball 1. Breaking balls in there for a called strike. Well, that'll bring the count to 1-2. Woj is 1 pitch away from getting out of this. Hambly's 1 swing away from getting his team up at least 1, probably 2-0. Here's the pitch from Woj. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Well, the Scorpions threaten in the home half of the first, but they do not push one across. We'll be back in a scoreless ball game for the top of the second in a brief moment. And we're back for the top of the second here at Cardines. That brings up the second baseman, Bulwell. First pitch he sees is swung on and fouled off out of play. Popped up and caught by the catcher for a very quick first out of the inning.
Check yours.
So that should bring up McKnight. He's the third baseman tonight. Was the co-leader in steals on his team with 5 during the regular season. As this one's going to be lined right at the third baseman for the second out of the inning. And McKnight just turned on him, turned on one, hit it right into the glove of Palumbo, who's over at third base tonight. Just didn't even really have to move. He just had to go into a slight crouch, make sure he controlled it, and very quickly there are 2 down. This one's going to be grounded right at Palumbo again. He'll throw across the diamond for the third out of the inning. An unbelievably fast inning. We'll be right back for the home half of the second. As we go into the bottom of the second, Scorpions offense will come up as this one's grounded to third base by Prometheus, and it will take him off the bag. That's McKnight over there. Grabs it on the second hop, throws it across the diamond. It takes Colin McCarthy off the bag. Ed Prometheus is going to find his way on either via hit or error. I am not the official scorer. I am the official announcer. And that'll bring up Dombro. This one's going to be lined into left field for a base hit. That ball was smoked by Dombro. He crushed that one into left field. And very quickly there are 2 on and no one out for the Scorpions Baseball Club. And that'll bring up DiLorenzo. Woj comes set and delivers. One's going to miss up and in for a ball. Well, if you were wondering who the orange Marucci belonged to during the Game 2 excitement, it looks like DiLorenzo is the owner of that bat, as this one's going to be squibbed to the shortstop. He'll only have one play. He'll have to throw across the diamond to first, and that one's going to take him off the bag. Credit him for an infield single, and the bases are loaded.
It will be in a second.
Well, this has happened just as fast as last inning happened, although very different results. Last inning was virtually a 3 or 4 pitch inning to get all 3 outs. This inning, 3 or 4 pitches, now 3 men on. Well, that'll bring up Palumbo, third baseman tonight. Saw him make a couple of great plays during the last inning to get his team back in swinging, and swinging is what they have done.
Yeah, you're good, Chris.
Finds himself in a big spot here with that black Rawlings that he uses as that one swung on and missed for a strike. Gavin played 8 games during the regular season as he calls time. Batted .379 with a .438 on-base percentage and OPS north of 1,000. Another one of these Scorpions hitters that finds barrels for days, sprays the balls all over every part of the field as that one swung on and missed for strike 3. First out of the inning comes via swinging strikeout. Well, that'll bring up Damon Asensio. We had the pleasure of interviewing Joe Brooks back in Game 1 and Game 3, and we asked him about Damon. He said Damon is a Swiss Army knife. He's willing to do anything you ask him to, always comes up clutch, can play many positions, as that check swing will be held up and that ball misses low for a ball. If you remember last series, Damon came onto the scene like a house of fire, pinch hit in Game 2, smoked a double down the left field line, then in his second at bat hit a ball to the .352 mark that almost left this park. It was caught by the left fielder, and runner on third tagged up, and had an unbelievable Game 3 that got them here. And we have a special surprise for you tonight in the booth. Let me introduce you to my co-host for the night. I'm sitting alongside Mudville manager Matty Borges. How you doing, Matty?
Great. How are you, TJ?
Oh, you know me, doing my thing, enjoying this hot action that we have as that one swung on and missed. First strike 2 on Damon Asensio.
Came in pretty hot. I've been running around trying to get these cameras up and such. Hopefully everything looks all right.
Well, Matty, you live a very busy and aggressive lifestyle. That's also how you play this game. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Woj has him 1 out away from getting out of this major jam.
Woj is looking sharp tonight, hitting spots. He's all around the zone. Has him off balance as well. Very sharp.
Well, we'll go back to the top of the order for Trevor Snow. Trevor walked in his first at-bat to lead off this game, was retired on the bases on a fielder's choice by Danny Deslitz as that one misses for ball 1. Woj comes set, delivers. This one's going to be crushed. Right center gap. This one's going to go all the way to the 348 mark. This might clear the bases. 1 run's already in. Here comes the second run, third run coming around the corner. Trevor Snow slides into third base. It's a bases clearing triple for Trevor Snow, and this game is 3-0 in the bottom of the second. Well, what an incredible hit by Trevor Snow as he clears the bases and dives into third head first as this one's chopped down the line. This one's going to be foul.
Trevor Snow's lightning quick around the bases. He takes very efficient turns, and he is just a stallion. He flies. There's no doubt he was getting 3 right off the bat.
A stallion, huh? This one's chopped right up the middle. Shortstop will play it on the second bounce. Double clutches and throws over to McCarthy at first for the final out of the inning, but not before the damage is done. Scorpions tack on 3 with 1 swing of the bat, and we'll be right back live from Cardines in Newport, Rhode Island. Well, welcome back to Cardines, as the excitement has already begun. Trevor Snow hits a absolute missile out to the right center gap that goes all the way to the chain link fence, clears the bases for 3 RBIs, gets a triple out of it. As we open up the top of the third, this is left-handed batter Daft. He's going to be playing center field today for Towndock. During the regular season, Wyatt Daft had 55 plate appearances. He batted .304 with a .418 on-base percentage, an OPS of .809. Did not have any steals. This one's going to be chopped. Right side. McCarthy's going to come on. I'm sorry, not McCarthy. I'm crushing it tonight, audience. Desolates comes off the bag, fields the ground ball, and gets the out at first. So if you're counting how many mistakes I've made, you might have already lost count. Please do not do a shot every time I make a mistake. You won't make it past the 5th inning. Well, back to the top of the order now for Parker Camello. Fantastic ball player that we saw a lot of this year. His first pitch of the at-bat is going to be fouled off out of play. Parker during the regular season batted .273 with an unbelievable .579 on-base percentage and OPS north of 1,000. He's also got wheels. He had 4 steals on the year, tying him in 2nd place on Towndock during the regular season.
He's really grown as a player over the last couple of seasons. When he first came in, he was definitely the little brother of his superstar catcher brother, London Camello, who I believe is still down in Texas working on a doctorate degree.
Yeah.
But Parker's really grown up and become an absolute stud here. He's one of the best defenders. Hits the ball hard, puts together a great at-bat just about every time. Doesn't expand. Very good player.
Well, he struck out in his first at-bat, but he's going to be looking to set the pace at the top of this Towndock offense. If you had to guess, will we see him in the leadoff spot for all 3 games?
Yes.
This one's going to be fouled off. Fights off a tough pitch.
Nice catch by Colin McCarthy in the on-deck circle.
Oh, he's unbelievable, isn't he? Just the way he handles his business is top-notch.
Yeah, he knows what's going on.
He's unbelievable in the box. Great in the field, always chatting up his teammates as that one's fouled off. He will not repeat that great play that he just made on the previous foul ball. But just the way he handles himself, his preparation, he was one of the first ones in the ballpark today. And his hair's pretty nice too. This one's going to be fouled off again. Well, what a great at-bat here by Parker Camello. Struck out in his first at-bat, looking to get on, be a headlight for his team. We have one out here in the top of the third. This one's going to be hit hard. Right center gap. Both outfielders going full speed, and he will make the catch near the Anchor Dental sign in deep center field for a very loud second out of the inning.
Looked like he only had one more step before crashing into that. He did a good job of not panicking as the fence grew closer.
Well, that's the always talented and always great Quinn Murphy in center field, who made that one look easy. Had to go a long way for that one. Ranged to his left, my right, as that ball was tailing away from him. Absolutely crushed by Parker Camello, and he does not have much to show for it. So that'll bring up Blaze. Another great player, one of the veterans on this Towndock team. You can find Blaze in left field today and beyond.
Blaze is a superstar.
Popped up, left side of the infield. Trevor Snow will call for it and make the catch for the 3rd out of the inning.
Generation of Sunset players as he pops out, but I mean, nonetheless, very good player.
We'll be right back live, Cardines Field, Newport, Rhode Island. Welcome back to Cardines here in Newport, Rhode Island, where the score is Scorpions 3, Towndock 0 as we head to the bottom of the third. Leading off for the Scorpions is center fielder Quinn Murphy, who just made a terrific catch just a couple of moments ago to retire Parker Camello. As the first pitch is in there for strike one. That was ball one. I am so hot tonight as he grounds out to the second baseman for the first out of the inning. I'm in shambles, Matty Borges.
Yeah, it's okay. You know, Olwell, another very good defensive infielder. Towndock definitely has a Gold Glove infield tonight.
Well, that brings up another terrific player, Henry Kearns. Saw him ground out to shortstop in his first at bat back in the first inning. We had the pleasure of doing an interview with him after the clinching Game 3. He's a fine young gentleman, a great baseball player as well.
He swings hard. I'm just sad he broke his Chandler, because at least that's in the Dovetail family.
And batter will call time, so we'll have to wait on the 1-1. During the regular season, Henry Kearns batted .244 with a .507 on-base percentage and OPS just south of 1,000, and also had 7 steals on the season, which led his team by far, more than double the next closest guy. And the 1-2. Chopped foul. Let's do it again.
I can't wait to see what he's capable of when he gets, you know, the consistent run up in Maine, because he's tremendous. Great arm, flies in the outfield, good hitter, makes good decisions on the base pass.
Yeah, he'll be going into his sophomore year next year, but he's not worried about that at all right now. He's trying to clinch off this, or cap off this terrific summer by clinching his team a championship. And he's definitely a big part of that as they go, or as he goes, they go.
Yeah, he jumped out of the gate hot. Bunch of extra base hits, start the year.
Swung on and missed for strike 3. Second out of the inning comes via swinging strikeout as Henry goes down swinging.
Woj is sharp, man.
Well, it's up to Hambley now to keep this inning going. First 2 outs of the inning very quickly down. Cole Hambley, another terrific player. We saw him on the mound. We've seen him hit barrels. He does it all. Plays right field, plays first base. We've seen him pitch. He's very poised as he wears jersey number 17, steps in there with those very light blue batting gloves.
Thank you.
Swung on and missed for strike 2. Count quickly 0-2. Don't trust me, though.
Yeah, we all have our days. Woj looking for the punch here.
And he gets it. And the catcher will tag him out for the third out of the inning. A very quick 1-2-3. We'll be right back. Live, Cardines. And welcome back to Cardines, live from Newport, Rhode Island, where we have a 3-0 ball game as we open up the top of the fourth, and I will pass it off to my co-host, the great legend Matty Borges, to do play-by-play for you.
That brings up Colin McCarthy. So he takes a bender, first pitch. I was distracted and couldn't see what it was called. Belaster to the set.
Shoes on the other foot now, isn't it?
Fouled off, swiveled in front. Tough left-on-left matchup. Colin has no problem with lefties usually, though. The pitch. Ball outside.
You'll be very hard pressed to find. You'll be very hard pressed to find a weakness in this gentleman's ball game.
Fastball away, chopped down the left field line, backhanded and thrown over first baseman Danny DeSalitz, who's got a shot for them at second as they throw into second, and Colin McCarthy is called out. That was good backup by the catcher, but the bounce was favorable to DeSalitz as he threw a strike down to second. Trevor Snow applied the tag, and out we have.
Yeah, that's Prometheus, the catcher tonight. He flies around the field. You find him sprinting back on pass balls. He's got a cannon for an arm, was running down the baseline side by side with McCarthy, and it paid off. He was able to snipe him, getting greedy, going for 2, and chasing 3. Not necessarily the wisest move to get the inning going, but nevertheless.
And we have a step off to allow Manny Ferreira to get back to A position. And we have Joe Namona stepping in. So he takes a breaking ball down and away.
That's classic Manny, us waiting on him.
And there's another breaking ball in there for a strike. Well, these guys are going to start sitting on that thing if he keeps throwing it. That's a bunch of them this inning. Fastball in there. Call strike. Counts 1-2. 1 down.
And we saw Monet's fly out to center field in his first at-bat.
That ball skipped. Prometheus gets a glove on it. Hangs on. Made that look really easy. Levaster to the set and the pitch. Breaking ball hammered on the ground. A dive and a great backhand by Casey DiLorenzo. As Joe Namona is retired on a nice web gem by Casey. I think you had that one in your feed there. I think we had that on camera there.
That was an unbelievable play by DiLorenzo, the second baseman today.
I'll bring up the catcher, Rob Natalie.
Well, if you don't mind me correcting you.
Hammer to the right side, gets through. Out to the right fielder, Henry Kearns. Single for Natalie.
It's actually Natalie.
Oh. Well, there we go. Nobody ever told me.
We've done a few Towndock games this year, and we've referred to it incorrectly the entire time. Now it's playoff championship time. We're getting our stuff together up here.
This is a quick check on Natalie at first. Levaster's got a great move, man. That was sneaky. Fastball in there. Call strike 1. Quickly to the set. Swinging a ball popped out of play to the right side. Hopefully we get a little help with these foul balls tonight. I ran one down.
Attaboy.
I asked a gentleman sitting on a bench if he had seen a ball get by, and he said no. And then I found the ball about 15 feet from him and said, "Ha! Look at this." It was right next to you. It's a call strike in there for strike 2, and looks like some sort of hit and run here. His ball grounds out to third. Retires Towndock. I gotta wake up here. I gotta eat something. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to Cardines as we head to the home half of the fourth inning. In a 3-0 ball game. First batter for Scorpions coming up is Prometheus, the catcher. We just saw him make an unbelievable play on defense. Backing up the first baseman, throwing out Colin McCarthy at second base as that one's in there for called strike one. Here's the pitch. In there very quickly, 0-2. We've seen Prometheus behind the plate for all the games in the playoffs for the Scorpion. He's very hard to run on. Calls a great ball game as well.
We had Cam Wilbur in game one.
Oh, well, look at that. And the center fielder will call for it and make the catch right at the 3:21 mark, right in front of the Sakuchi sign for the first out of the inning.
That was just about as close as Quinn Murphy's catch in the last inning there that Parker Camello drove out there.
Well, that'll bring up the 7-hitter. It's going to be Dylan Dombro. He's a big part of this Scorpions offense. Struggled a little bit during the regular season. He has not thought about it once and looked back at all. He's off and running. He singled in his first at-bat tonight and came around to score. Ground ball, left side. This is going to be a tough play for the shortstop, and he'll get into left field for a single by Dylan Dombro.
I think that's 2 hits for Dylan tonight.
You are correct. That brings up Casey DiLorenzo. Right-handed batter, has that orange Marucci that we talked about, was at the scene of the crime back in game 2 for the Scorpions.
What a play last inning, the backhand dive to get McCarthy there.
And Woj comes set, likes what the catcher puts down, leg kicks and delivers. Inside for another ball to bring the count to 2-0. Woj working very quickly here. Checks on his runner a couple times. Small lead, nothing much going on over there as that one is in there for a called strike. And not a very big lead at all over there for Dylan Dombro. This one's going to be lined into left field, but it's going to be right at the left fielder, and he will make the catch for a very loud second out of the inning.
That sounded like it was going a little further than it did. Might have held up there on the swing a little bit in the name of contact.
Well, that'll bring up Palumbo. He's the third baseman tonight. Struck out swinging in his first at-bat of this series. Chapin back in the bottom of the second. Finds himself up here with a man on first. 2 outs in a 3-run ball game. His team up 3. Damon Asensio, number 2, waits on deck. As Woj comes set. Swing and a miss. Bring the count to 0-2. Woj working very fast. In the dirt. Blocked very well by the catcher. No advance for the runner. Here's the 1-2. Outside and up for another ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Two. Better charge it up, baseball fans.
And the batter, Palumbo, will call time to try to break Woj's rhythm here. And it looks like we have a little bit of a DoorDash delivery coming up beside the booth here. That's the type of atmosphere it is tonight. Fans as far as the eye can see in both directions. DoorDash drivers coming in and out all night. Come on down to the field. Admission is free.
We legitimately have a decent crowd here tonight. Not the...
What are you trying to say?
Embellishments that we have.
What are you trying to say?
Over the past few games.
I will not sit here all night and be accused of embellishing anything. That one's going to be low and away and in the dirt for ball 3. So with the full count, Darnbro on first base will get a little bit of a head start. If Palumbo shoots the gap here, I like his odds of scoring. Woj is 1 strike away from getting his team back in swinging. He's done a decent job of shutting the Scorpions offense down, as that one's going to be skipped in there for ball 4. So he walks Palumbo, and that'll bring up Damon the Swiss Army Knife Asensio. We saw Damon at third base the other night. Find him in left field today as this one's crushed. Left field has got range. He will make the catch on the run for a very loud third out of the inning. The threat is extinguished by Woj. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Cardines Field as Jack McKnight steps in, third baseman from East Providence, also Rhode Island College. 0 for 1 on the evening. Takes a fastball upstairs, ball 1.
Jack hit an unbelievably hard line drive right at the third baseman. He got robbed.
Swinging that looks like a cutter. Gets in there on the outer half. 1-1. Lavasser's working really quick in the pitch. Breaker down. 2-1.
seems to be a common theme with some of these high-end level talent pitchers that we have here, working at lightning fast paces. They trust their catcher, no shakes at all.
The fastball dotted on the black. Evens it up.
That was
2-2.
a virtually unhittable pitch, if you ask me.
This is a tough spot for sure. Swinging a drive to center field, but Quinn Murphy looks like he's got this sized up. And he does. It's a catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Sawyer. I'm not sure of his first name, but he's 0 for 1 tonight. He's a really nice kid. He does a lot for Towndock. He will catch, play outfield, do whatever. Check swing in there, probably on the pitch.
And his first name is Zach. He batted .355
Zach,
during the
that's
regular
right.
season with a .563 on-base percentage and OPS north of 1,000.
And we're 1-1. Yeah, he hit the ball hard a few times against us this year. Fastball, top of the zone, strike 2.
He didn't like that one.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Levasseur sends him packing. And that'll bring up Wyatt Daft. The center fielder made a nice catch in front of the Anchor Dental or Sakuchi sign. Just a inning ago. Steps in to meet Levasseur for the second time, and he fouls this out of play over towards the Gateway Center. Unfortunately, I'm on play-by-play, so I'm not going to be running that one down.
But we would really appreciate if someone listening to the stream took a little trot over towards the bus terminal and brought that one back. We'd really appreciate that. We're loaded with baseballs tonight, but we've lost.
Breaking ball misses upstairs, but I do believe our wish is going to come true. As Mr. Natali, it looks like he's taking a stroll out into the street.
Well, be careful. Use the crosswalk, please.
So we're 2-1 here. And a swing and a pitch tipped into the mitt, held on to. Daft is doing a little wiggling, trying to get set. Levasseur's moving quick. He's already coming to the plate, and that is very close for ball 3. Full count.
Yeah, he thought he had that one for strike 3.
So did the catcher, Chris Permides. And that's ball 4 outside to Wyatt Daft. Now turn the order over here for our friend shortstop Parker Camello, who is 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout and a deep drive to center field, which was run down by Murphy just in front of the non-existent warning track, as there's a breaker in there, ball 1.
Well, Daft had 0 steals during the regular season. I do not expect him to be on the move here, but you never know.
Levasseur's got to be tough to run on, and that ball's driven to right center, but Henry is just hanging out in the gap. He had to take maybe 2 steps, and it was right to him, hit him right in the chest. And that retires Towndock. We are at 3-0. Scorpions lead it. We'll be right back.
And we are back here at Cardines as we enter the home half of the fifth at a 3-0 ball game. Back to the top of the order for Trevor Snow. He's the reason in most, as the score is 3-0 after his 2-out bases clearing triple. And that's what we've come to see from this fine young man all throughout the playoffs. An unbelievable hitter who just will not stop. We've also seen him flash the leather in the field and steal bases. He's been aggressive.
Do you know where he's going to school? He's tremendous. I can't wait. I want to follow him this spring coming up.
He possibly told me during an interview, and I apologize, Trevor, that I do not remember what you told me, as this one's going to be grounded to the first baseman. It's going to get through McCarthy's legs, and he'll find his way on.
That thing took a sideways hop on him. That was goofy.
Not sure if that's going to go down.
He got jammed, and extreme side spin on that. That thing changed directions on Colin McCarthy. I can't see that as an error.
A little bit of a cue shot. I gave him a hit in my book, but that does not matter. That'll bring up Danny Deslitz. He's the first baseman today. Reached on a fielder's choice. Grounded out to the shortstop in his 2 at-bats. As that one's going to be inside for ball 1.
Danny played an excellent first base against Mudville in the final 2 games of the series.
You can say that again. He was the DH, I believe, in game 1. Took over the duties at first base. Was also a pitching coach for a little while there after his manager was ejected on a very interesting call, as this one's going to be grounded to the third baseman. It's going to ring off his glove. It's going to stay in the dirt, but he will find his way on. First 2 hitters for Scorpions get on a couple of blunders by Towndock, and that'll bring up the always talented Quinn Murphy.
That bomb bat sounded pretty funny on that. It wasn't pure tough hop there for McKnight. I'm not sure. We didn't have that view on there, but you would have seen a explosion hop to the backhand side. Tough one for him.
Well, Woj was at 68 pitches to start this inning. He's north of 70 now. We find ourselves in the home half of the fifth. I don't see any action in the Towndock bullpen. Quinn Murphy, the big left-hander. And Snow's going to try and steal third. Here comes a shoot down there. He is safe at third base. Another stolen base for Snow. And looks like Joe Brooks is going to call time, as possibly his shortstop had a little bit of a collision with the head or the neck or something over there at third base. It was a bang play, and immediately Joe Brooks called timeout, and Trevor Snow's got his helmet off right now as he does a look. I'm sorry, what was that?
I said Trevor Snow is rubbing his neck and his head like something. It looked like he might have rolled in his neck or something when he slid into third.
Well, I would offer to help him.
A neck injury, a back injury, a little shoulder jam. I don't know. It was a pretty violent slide.
Well, I would definitely be tempted to offer to help him, but my hands are cramping up from rubbing yours.
Hey.
Oh, it looks like Towndock will bring the third baseman and the shortstop in, as this one's hit high and deep to left field. Left fielder settling near the 352 mark. Snow's going to tag, and he's going to reach home easy for the 4th run of the game for the Scorpions Baseball Club. Score that one as a sacrifice fly for Quinn Murphy.
That was a good job by Murphy sitting back. I think that was a splitter, 2-0 splitter, and he sat back well, put a barrel on it, just enough to get the job done.
Well, that's a very loud first out of the inning. As pitch count for Woj climbs. I'll bring up Henry Kearns. We saw him ground out to shortstop in his first at-bat, strikeout swing in his second at-bat. Finds himself up here in a 4-0 ball game with a man in scoring position. Find him in right field tonight. Probably not available on the mound, as he had an extended relief appearance on Friday night.
Yeah, game 3 against Mudville, he shoved until he didn't.
I believe at one point in that outing, he had struck out 7 of the first 9 batters he faced.
Yeah, he was on a heater for sure.
This one's going to get to the backstop.
Danny DeSellett's moving up.
Well, let's see if Henry can drive in his teammate, who's 90 feet away now, can do it in the same fashion as Quinn Murphy. Just put it in the air to the outfield and let Danny run his legs off. He can also single him in and extra base him in. as he steps in there with that vicious bat of his as he fouls that one off. Looks like
Stays in the park.
One of the few. Looks like he swings a tan-colored Marucci. That's his weapon of choice. Correct me if I'm wrong. Contact Matty Borges for the hardest wood in the game. Dovetail bats rise above. That one's going to be inside for ball 4. He'll take a walk. And that'll bring up the always dangerous Cole Hambley. And it looks like the catcher, he's going to align his defense a little bit, tell him where they want him. Middle infielders are at double play depth. Third baseman taking steps back into normal depth. Colin McCarthy at first base holding the runner on, who I do expect to go at some point in this at-bat. This is a ground ball to shortstop. This could be a double play that ends it. He'll flip to second. They will not get him at first, and RBI scores. Cole Hambley does a job grounding into a fielder's choice that results in an RBI. Danny Deslitz comes around on the back end.
Wasn't hit hard enough to get 2 on it. Kind of eaten up by the grass a little bit. Not that it's long or anything. Just wasn't hit hard enough. Bolwell made a pretty good throw over to first as well. He got rid of it quite quickly.
Well, with 2 outs, that'll bring up the catcher tonight, Prometheus. That one's going to get a piece of him. That one's going to get a piece of him, and he's at home plate right now with some serious pain. He'll kind of walk towards his dugout as he gingerly tosses his bat.
It looked like it got multiple things there. Probably elbow guard, then the other elbow maybe. I don't know. I couldn't tell. But it definitely looked like it hurt.
And manager Joe Brooks is going to come across all the way from third base to first base and check on his young superstar. Natali's going to go out and talk to Woj on the mound, give everyone a brief moment here. Brooks is still checking on him.
Would it miss his pad? I mean, I thought I heard all pad, but apparently not, because he's hurting.
Yeah, that's probably one of those ones that rings off the arm. It makes the whole left side of your body numb. Shooting pain, you can't think about anything else. That's a painful way to get on, not the way he would have drawn it up initially.
I can tell you Chris Manzo was in some serious pain the other night. He thought he broke his arm, and honestly, he was talking about going to get x-rays today.
As the first pitch to Dylan Donbrow is misses.
Looks like Towndock's going to have some bullpen action here.
Well, the count is quickly 0-2. The only thing that missed in the first pitch was me missing it. Quickly 0-2 with 2 outs as Prometheus is still kind of working on that arm. They currently do not have a third base coach, and he's going to try and steal third. Here comes the shoot down. It's a good one. He's going to put the tag on him for the third out of the inning. He gets caught being aggressive, and that's going to retire the side. Dylan Donbrow will lead us off next inning, but for now, that's the third out of the inning. We'll be right back after a caught stealing. This broadcast has been brought to you in part by Sitting Bull Tattoo, located at 136 Thames Street, Newport, Rhode Island. Contact Dave for your next tattoo or your first tattoo. Scan the QR code on your screen right now to link up with Dave, who's a very friendly guy and my friend. And he does terrific work over there. And this broadcast has also been brought to you in part by Dovetail Bats. Contact Mudville 9 manager Matty Borges for the hardest wood in the game. Big league pop without a big league price. Rise above.
And that brings us back to Cardines Field as the Scorpions have a few changes here. Damon Asensio moves from left field to the mound. DH Dylan Darnborough heads out to left. And Promiti stays behind the plate despite getting rocked by that inside cutter. It got him pretty good. And Josh Blaze is going to step in, face Asensio. This is exciting. I don't know what we're going to see out of Damon. I know he's a crafty guy. He will do anything to get ahead. He misses with a fastball away. I feel like he's going to start throwing some knuckleballs and some crazy curveballs and some submarine stuff, and misses away again.
Well,
what do you think, TJ?
Sign me up for that type of fun. I'm looking forward to multiple arm slots, multiple different pitch speeds and pitch types from Damon, and you know,
misses outside again. Yeah, I mean, just even the windup, it looks a little funky. It's off kilter. It looks like he's in the stretch, and then he starts a motion.
we call that more of a hybrid windup.
Yeah, I guess, huh?
Well, if I could read Scorpions manager Joe Brooks' mind right now, he's got a 5-run lead. First guy goes to his bullpen, throws a 4-pitch walk to the leadoff batter, Josh Blaze, and I'd already see red flags if I'm him. This is Damon, the Swiss Army knife Asensio, will do whatever Joe Brooks asks him. Right now, Joe Brooks asks him to come out of this bullpen and throw strikes.
And hopefully he throws strikes to Colin McCarthy as he misses outside again, ball 1. Yeah, if I'm Joe Brooks, I'm pretty mad right now, or at least frustrated, to say the least. You got to throw strikes with a big lead.
Well, Colin McCarthy batted an unbelievable 388 during the regular season with a 562 on-base percentage and OPS north of 1,000. This guy handles his business. He's a serious ball player.
That's 6 balls in a row from Asensio. You might hear the crowd start chanting soon.
Breaking ball.
Misses there. 3-0. 7 in a row.
Well, Colin McCarthy had 19 hits on the year, 15 of them being singles, 4 of them being doubles.
He was very close to the league lead in walks as well. I know he had a high number. Hey, and there it is, strike 1 on the 3-0 pitch.
He walked in a team-leading 21 times during the regular season, one of them being intentional.
Oh, cool. It's always a sign of respect. And Asensio misses upstairs, ball 4, to bring up Jonah Moniz, the 3rd lefty in a row. 0 for 2 on the day. As Coach Manning grabs Jonah for a quick word before he steps in against Asensio.
Yeah, it looks like Prometheus just goes out there, tell him to, hey, calm down, let your defense work. We've got a nice 5-run lead here. Don't make any self-inflicted jams for us. Just go out there and handle your business and throw strikes. And I didn't see Damon Asensio say much back to him.
The pitch. In there. Call strike. Now it's time to go to work, Jonah.
You can find Jonah Moniz at second base tonight. Bats left-handed, throws right-handed.
No, he's in, probably in right. what was it?
Breaking balls are going to be skipped in the dirt, but runners will not advance.
Yeah, he throws left-handed. He's not playing second base.
Oh, well, I do apologize. I am looking at my lineup card. It appears that we have a 4 written next to Moniz and another 4 written next to Bulwell, which would be very interesting. This one's crushed.
Swinging a drive deep to left field, going back. He's Darnborough as he runs up against the fence, makes a great throw back in, hits the cut. Nobody advances. That's a tough ball to catch down the line. He went a long way for that one. TJ, you had a better angle. How many feet do you think he went? About 40 feet back over his shoulder?
I mean, it was slicing away from him, heading towards the corner where the bullpen is. He makes the catch right near the Humphrey blue sign, the Humphrey landscaping sign, and he made it on the run with his back to the infield.
That'll bring up Rob Natali, the catcher. He's in a 1-0 spot here, looking to get Towndock on the board. Drives the ball down the left field line, foul. Luckily, it stays in the park. That was high off the wall. That was crushed.
Well, I hope that our mics are not picking up the foul language that's being used. This is a family-friendly show.
There's a little road rage going on in the street. As this one's behind him.
How that didn't hit him, I'll never know.
He's elusive, as they would say.
Well,
2-1
we all can be at times.
to Natali. Takes ball 3 down. I like that view. It's a nice view.
And that's my co-host Matty Borges commenting on my camera work, which is spotty at best.
Oh, and a ground ball down the left field line. Wow, is he safe at there? Oh, safe everywhere. Wow.
That's Manny Ferreira who made the call. He called all the runners safe in real time.
Terrible, Manny.
Because he's hearing it from the crowd here. Everybody's upset, but everybody's safe. So the Scorpions fans travel pretty deep. There's nothing to be, unless you're just arguing. Joe Brooks is coming out to have a conversation with Manny.
Oh, he's not happy at all with Manny. They've had some history during these playoffs so far. Manny ejected Brooks in Game 2, and now he's coming out. He's pretty hot right now.
I think Joe is pretty tame on this one. He knows that it's a two-man crew. Manny's stuck in C position. There's a play in front of him at the bag at third base, which is his, primary assignment. And now they're saying that he's out at first. And now Towndock manager Josh Blaze wants to know what's going on. He was on third base in this little kerplunk here, so he wants to know what's going on. I think it actually works out for Towndock. If they have one out here, you'd want it to be the guy that's at first base. Take away a force. You got 2 in scoring position. I got to cash in here as Aiden Bolwell steps in, the second baseman.
The real second baseman.
Bolwell's a crafty hitter. He'll put barrels on balls as he pops up to the first base side. Dan DeSelitz comes over, makes a tough catch, gets around the first base coach. He makes an easy catch over there. Retire Towndock. We are still at 5-0. We will be right back.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to join us for our 2026 George Donnelly Sunset League Hall of Fame induction ceremony. That'll be happening on Saturday, August 22nd from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Portsmouth Portuguese American Citizens Club, located in the beautiful Portsmouth, Rhode Island. Tickets are $25 per person. There will be catered food and a cash bar. I, yours truly, will be hosting. Email donnelly.sunset@gmail.com to RSVP, or if you have any questions, you can also feel free to contact Commissioner Chris LaRose, who will be at the next 3 playoff games off to the left side of the announcer's booth. We will induct 5 of the best Hall of Famers that have ever played in this league. All right. Feel free to join us on a night of ceremonious activities as we induct 5 of the best players to ever play in this league. It'll be a beautiful night. The Portuguese Citizens Club always does a great job hosting events like this. As I said before, yours truly will be at your MC for the night. We will have current players that are in the league. We will have former players that are in the league. We will have future players that plan on joining in this league. It'll be a ceremonious night of all time. Feel free to join us. Tickets are $25 per person. As we return to action here, that'll bring up Dylan Darnbro. He singled in his first at-bat, singled in his second at-bat. And we want to thank Commissioner Chris LaRose for doing a great job. He always sets up top-notch ceremonies such as the one that you will see on August 22nd. We had the pleasure of interviewing the great Chris LaRose after the final game of the previous series, gave us a great insight on what to expect in this series. And as predicted, these 2 highly competitive teams are battling it out as this one's going to be popped into left field. He will not come down with it as the ball gets out of Blaze's glove.
Yeah, Blaze went a long way, called off Camelo and slid in there, did not come up with it. I'm not sure if he even got a glove on that.
Well, that'll make Dombro 3 for 3 on the night with 3 singles as Casey DiLorenzo steps in. Also has a hit to his credit tonight. Flew out to the same person, Josh Blaze. It is second at bat of the night. Finds himself up in a 5-0 ball game with a man on first. Palumbo waits on deck. Right-handed batter wearing number 3.
Casey's starting to get hot. Swing the bat a little better.
And we saw a lot of good action out of this young gentleman in the previous series. And we also saw that orange bat.
He had a huge hit in game 1. It's a 4-2 game. And hit a double with a man on first. And they had the go-ahead run at the plate after that.
Ground ball right at the shortstop. He will take it himself to second base. Throw to first. It's a good throw, and they'll get the double play.
Good decision by Parker Camelo to take that himself. Even though Boa was in position, he had momentum going towards the bag. Make a nice, easy throw.
And that was a terrific job by Parker Camelo. He's a shortstop, a very athletic young man, and he probably feels great after making that play. Quickly erases the leadoff single that Donbro got. Now Palumbo steps up. He struck out in his first at-bat, walked in his second at-bat, was stranded on first after Asensio lined out to left field very hard, very loud.
Asensio swings a good bat. Hits the ball hard.
And the strike 3, and that'll be the end of the inning. We'll be right back live from Carradines in downtown Newport, Rhode Island. And welcome back to historic Cardines in downtown Newport, Rhode Island. That'll bring up Jack McKnight. We saw him during the regular season. He played 12 games, 50 plate appearances. He batted .132 with an on-base percentage of .320. McKnight lined out hard to the third baseman in his first at-bat, flew out to center field in his second at-bat.
2-0 on Jack. Asensio falling behind once again. And there it is. Call strike one. 2-1.
McKnight, Sawyer, and Daft do up this inning.
Looks like Jack finally took my advice and he's swinging that dovetail he's had in his closet for a couple of years. It's an older model. It's a 243 SD, but it's misprinted or mislabeled. It's actually a 33 when it says it's a 32 on it.
Hate when that happens.
It's rare, but we do make mistakes. This ball's grounded over to third. Easy play for Palumbo as he sets and throws and pulls Desolates off the base, but athletic as he is, Desolates spins around, makes a nice tag, and they retire Jack McKnight. That'll bring up Zach Sawyer, the speed demon.
Daft waits on deck.
Swinging another ground ball over to Palumbo. Sets, fires this one way over there as there's a collision at first base. Both Desolates and Sawyer just exploded away from one another. I think Desolates might have got the worst of this. He's feeling around his jaw. That was a nice little explosion over there at first. What did you see, TJ?
Well, what I'm seeing right now is the Scorpions Baseball Club is getting banged up on defense. We've seen, banged up in general. Prometheus wore one on the arm, so you know he's playing in a little bit of pain behind home plate. Now their first baseman has a violent collision over at first base. They bounced off each other pretty good, and some bumps and bruises for them early on in this series.
As Asensio misses outside to center fielder Wyatt Daft.
Daft 0 for 1 with a walk tonight.
Daft's a veteran at this point, man. He's been around 5-6 years.
Well, he's in center field tonight. He plays a great center field. Had a play similar to
Quinn Murphy's.
Quinn Murphy, exactly. Made a catch right near the 321 mark.
That's driven it all the way. It's going to get all the way to the wall. Sawyer's fast. He's got a shot. Henry Kearns has the big arm. Flies in, hits Desolates with the cut. Second and third for Towndock with one out.
Towndock's in business now. A double by Wyatt sets him up.
That'll turn the lineup over for leadoff man Parker Camello. Parker drove one to center field last time up, but unfortunately was about 7-8 feet short of the wall as Quinn Murphy ran in, touched the wall on his second step after making the catch.
Well, Parker's 0 for 3 on the night, but right guy, right spot, as we say in this business. Team trailing by 5. 2 crucial runs out there on the bases, both in scoring position.
One well inside, almost got him. They would like to load the bases for their superstar on deck, Josh Blaze. Another fastball inside. Couple balls off the plate in. I'd imagine you want to go after Parker. You don't want to deal with Blaze in the on-deck circle. There was a fastball in there. Call strike one. 2-1 on Parker. These Scorpions outfielders do play shallow. They're swinging a drive way down, way out, quite foul. That ball was crushed. At first glance, I thought it had a shot, but ended up being about 50 feet. And the pitch. Breaking ball. Oh. Tough call for Parker Camello as he goes down looking. Breaking ball for strike 3. 2 away. They'll bring up number 2, Josh Blaze. Another future Hall of Famer. Whenever we're done, which will be never. The pitch. Swinging a drive down the right field line. Foul. About 3 feet foul. Bounces under the scoreboard. Good piece by Blaze. I don't know why he's checking his bat after that one. That one sounded pure. And there's a balk. He drops the ball and Towndock gets on the board.
Hey, you'll take it any way you can at this point. Getting late in the game, trailing 5.
Trailing 4 now. 5-1. Scorpions lead it. 1 strike on Blaze after the foul down the line.
Whatever gets the job done, right?
Swinging a drive through left field. Right through the 5-5 hole for an RBI single for Josh Blaze. Did a good job of taking what he got and putting a barrel on it. Nice veteran at bat for Josh Blaze. 5-2. Scorpions lead it. Now we're to the barrage of lefties in a row. Colin McCarthy playing first base tonight. A very good playoff record for Colin McCarthy. He's his first year with Towndock. He was previously with Westcott and had a grand slam in the playoffs a couple years ago for them. As he takes strike 1. Asensio's moving quick. And the pitch. Swinging a big cut. Fouled straight back. Colin's going to be down 0-2 here with 2 outs. Blaze on first. Not really a stolen base threat. As you see Manny Ferreira stretching out there.
What, are we keeping Manny up or something?
Seems like it. Oh, wow. And there's another balk. But it looked like Blaze was that exact stolen base threat that I said he wasn't. I stand corrected.
Well, that's another huge run in scoring position for Towndock.
I do know that he doesn't get credited with a stolen base there. It is, in fact, a balk, and it erases it. So you young pitchers, if anybody beats you real bad, just don't deliver the pitch. Pick it up and put it down. Let them take it and say, there's your stolen base, pal. Swinging a hard ground ball. It's going to get through. Base hit. Josh Blaze is flying around third, and a good throw to the plate as is late. Quinn Murphy put everything into it, but just a few frames late. It's 5-3 Towndock. We got a ball game here.
Well, just like that, the tying run will come to the plate. It's Moniz.
Jonah Moniz hit a good ball down the left field line last time, where Dylan Darnborough ran it down into the corner. Call strike in there to Jonah.
Jonah's 0 for 3 on the night with 2 flyouts and a ground ball to second base.
The pitch. Swinging a pop over to third base side. And this one's going to get out of play, but stay in the yard, which we do appreciate. Now, Manny's yelling at the young girls in the stands for help with the baseball. I think he's just looking for an opportunity to talk to women.
Classic Manny.
That's a ball 2. Or 1. Swinging another pop. This one's going to make it out into the street. Heads up to the guy out there that made a nice catch. As he throws it back and hops it off the street. That is not ideal. But we thank him for getting it back to us nonetheless. The 1-2 pitch is down in the dirt. We have a charge-up opportunity, baseball fans. Let's take a count. TJ, how many fans do you see charging it up? At least 200, 250, right?
Easily.
And we'll have to do it again as Jonah pops this into the backstop net. I think Jonah's waiting for that breaking ball, and he's going to hammer it. It's going to be almost the same ball down in the right field corner, right at the Franklin sign. Yep, and there's a off-speed pitch, maybe a changeup. Looked like it wanted to break, but didn't. 3-2. Payoff pitch here. We should be in motion. And we are. Swinging a pop into the stands. Oh, it lands in the alley in between the grandstand and the stone bleachers. And it trickles out onto America's Cup, and we will run that one down as it's easy to find. Asensio to the set. And the pitch. And another foul pop, making him work. Poor Colin McCarthy out there is, he's got to go on every pitch. This has got to get a little tiresome. What do you think?
Oh, he's getting his steps in for sure right now. Back-to-back full counts, so he was on the move, and he had to go back all the way to first. He was 3/4 of the way to second on both of them.
And the pitch. And he does it again. I distinctly remember a Manny Ramirez, David Ortiz situation just like this. And Manny was at the plate. Poppy was on base. And I'm sorry, backwards. No. Poppy was hitting third, Manny fourth. And he just kept doing it. And Poppy was like, I'm all done with you. I'm not going. A smart pickoff there by Asensio, who knows the runner's going to be in motion. Tries to catch McCarthy sleeping, which he was not.
Just keeping it honest a little bit.
And the pitch. Outside ball 4. Jonah Moniz works a walk here. Still 2 down. His manager Joe Brooks is on his way to the mound to have a conversation with Damon.
Chris. What a brief mound visit by manager Joe Brooks, just checking in on Damon Asensio, making sure everything's all right. Just like that, the go-ahead run comes to the plate here in the top of the 7th. We do have 2 outs. Our scoreboard reflects 0. That is not accurate.
And that brings up Rob Natali. So he takes a big cut, fastball, probably at the top of the zone. Bet you it was a call strike anyway.
He's 1 for 3 on the night so far.
He's 1 for 3 this evening. And the pitch, swinging a ball, popped into West Marlboro Street. It's going to one hop into the parking lot. Hopefully we have somebody running that down. Quickly 0-2 on Natali. Swing and a miss, and Natali goes down. Sorry about the shaking of the fence. A fan just grabbed it for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. But we'll be right back.
And we are back here at Cardines in Newport, Rhode Island, as what has become a very good one with a score of Scorpions 5, Towndock 3. As we head to the home half of the 7th, Scorpions have scored 5 runs on 6 hits, committed 2 errors. Towndock scored 3 runs on 4 hits, committed 3 errors, as the first pitch from Woj of this inning will be his 90th of the night. And he delivers to the current Scorpions pitcher, Damon Asensio, who's 0 for 2 on the night. This one's going to be popped up, foul, and out of play. Damon Asensio struck out in his first at-bat, and he hit a rocket to left field that was caught for his second out for the second at-bat. Finds himself up here. Momentum starting to shift towards Towndock a little bit, as this check swing is going to be in there for a called strike, too. Well, if you're Towndock, you're looking for a quick shutdown inning, get your team right back up, as this one's hit high to left field. It's going to fall in for a single. Damon Asensio leads off the Scorpions offense with a base hit to left field. That'll set it up for the top of the order. It's Trevor Snow.
Yeah, a little bloopy there. That was a big swing for it not to go for. It sounded good, too. I'm a little confused at what I just saw, really.
Well, Trevor Snow's 2 for 2 on the night with a walk, scored a run, and stole a base. Here's the pitch from Woj, and that one's going to miss low for a ball.
Snow killed us all year, Mudville.
That one with high velocity misses up for a ball. Manager Joe Brooks down at third base, who represents the great city of Pawtucket, Rhode Island, giving signs to his batter and runner. This one's going to hit him. This one's going to get a piece of snow, and he'll get down to first base the hard way. Well, he retains his perfect on-base night.
That got a lot of them. He definitely felt that. That was a soft tissue. That was not guard. Coach Manning's coming out to have a chat with Woj here. It looks like Coach Joe Brooks is looking for anybody to go down and warm up some pitchers for him. They're in a tight one here. I mean, 5-3. There hasn't been much offense.
He's going to be looking to turn it over to Tyler Real. I can guarantee you that.
As that applause you hear is for Wojciechowski exiting the game after a hard-fought battle here with one runner on here, right? Yeah, Damon Asensio. No, 2 runners on. So we won't be able to close the book on Woj just yet. He's giving it up for Evan Beatty out of Roger Williams, the North Kingstown product. Can you tell me more about Evan, TJ?
And what was his name, Matty? I apologize. I was writing something down. Oh, I know Evan. Evans pitched 6 games during the regular season. He threw 9 innings. He let up 7 earned runs, struck out 8 batters and walked 8 batters. And he appears to be wearing jersey number 30, as he always does. This is one of the primary relief pitchers for Towndock. Behind some of their workhorses, they typically use Woj, Castellani, and James as their starting pitchers. Typically. That's not to be taken literal, but this is one of their main guys in the bullpen. He pitched in basically a third of their games coming in relief. Usually pitches an inning or 2 every time. And he's going to be looking to diffuse this sudden rally that the Scorpions are able to put together. Damon Asensio hit a line drive into left field that fell. Trevor Snow got hit by a pitch, and all of a sudden Danny Deslitz will be coming up with Quinn Murphy on deck in a 2-run ball game. And they just gave up 3 runs last inning, so if you're Towndock, your job is to get right back in with a shutdown inning and then score again. That's how you win ball games and make comebacks. But if the Scorpions are able to capitalize here with a couple runs, it lowers their chances dramatically.
You mentioned 8 walks in just 9 innings. That's concerning here with traffic already on the bases here. You're going to have to come in and throw strikes. Danny Deslitz is no slouch at the plate. He's one of the best hitters in the league, and followed by Quinn Murphy, who's on an absolute heater. He's got, what, 4 homers in his last 3 games, not including this one. So, yeah.
Well, I'm wondering how Danny feels after that collision on first base. Hopefully he's at 100% and finds himself up at a big spot.
They double stole last time in this spot here to just keep the pressure on him. We'll see what they do here as breaking ball almost catches Danny in the head. I'm not sure he realized it as he ducked down and it kind of chased him.
Danny's 1 for 3 on the night, scored a run his last time on. That was back in the 5th inning. Checks on his runner twice. The delivery. Misses high for a ball. Well, Evan Beatty comes in, throws 2 balls in a row. Now Danny Deslitz is in a great spot, best swing or no swing situation. In the middle of an unbelievable offensive campaign for the 2026 season. Breaking ball. This one's going to be grounded to the left side. It's going to get through for a base hit. Joe Brooks will put the brakes on his runner. And everybody moves up 90 feet on the single into left field by Danny Deslitz. Well, that'll set up bases loaded for none better Quinn Murphy. We've seen him homer in this series. He won player of the game in Game 2 in the previous series. Singled in his first at bat, ground out to second in his second at bat, and hit a deep sac fly in his third at bat to score an RBI. Now finds himself up in a great spot here. Now keep in mind, one pitch can get Beatty out of this. Ground ball hard right at somebody. Remember, the catcher's a first baseman in this scenario. Corners will come in. Middle infield will say a double play depth. So that one misses high for a ball.
Everybody on the Scorpions roster runs really well. They're tough to double up. The ball's got to be smoked.
Here's the pitch. Fans are on the edge of their seat. One team knows they can blow this game open. The other team knows they can get right back in the dugout and keep this momentum that they have, although fading quickly.
Right fielder Sawyer, very, very deep. About 10 feet in front of the fence.
That one misses badly up and away in the other batter's box. Not sure if Quinn Murphy has the green light. He is peeking down at manager Joe Brooks, who's having a brief conversation with his runner on third.
He's talking to Damon over there. He's not really giving Quinn too much attention. So let's see what that means.
Just leaving it up to the batter as this one's going to be in there for a called strike. That's a pitcher's pitch as it rings the inside corner. Looked like a 2-seam fastball that came back at the end of that. Quinn's not phased. The approach doesn't change. He's sitting looking for one pitch, one spot, 3-1 count, best swing or no swing. The big left-hander waits on the delivery from the righty. This one's going to be lined right up the middle for a base hit. 1 run will score. Joe Brooks is sending the second runner. No throw from the outfield. 2 more runs come in. It's a 7-3 ball game here live at Cardines Field. Quinn Murphy cashes in on a 2 RBI single.
Great base running by the Scorpions there. Great read by, I believe it was,
well, Damon Asensio was able
Trevor
to trot
Snow.
it. Damon Asensio was able to trot in 90 feet, then turned around and helped out his teammate Trevor Snow, telling him to stay up all the way as there was no throw coming in. Trevor Snow found his way on by a hit by pitch. That brings up Henry Kearns. He's over 2 on the night, had a walk in his last at bat and was stranded on second.
That ball wasn't exactly crushed up the middle. That was a soft line drive that almost was caught by pitcher Evan Beatty. He almost got a glove there. Imagine that. That could have been a triple play. As this one gets
That
him.
one's going to hit Henry. That one's going to hit him in the ribs, and he'll find his way on. That's a second hit by pitch this inning.
This is not ideal for Towndock. Coach Manning coming out to have another visit.
Well, that'll move Danny over to third base. Quinn Murphy up to second. Henry will take first on one of the lesser painful hit by pitches, but still definitely feel it on that one. That's a third hit by pitch in the last 3 innings by Towndock pitchers. Well, that'll bring up Cole Hambley after the brief mound visit. Cole Hambly's 0 for 3 on the night as our local motorcycle chapter down here in Newport, Rhode Island drives by the field. Hambly struck out in his first at-bat, struck out in his second at-bat, reached on a fielder's choice in his third at-bat, was caught stealing to end an inning. As they will break up the conversation on the mound. I'll bring up another one of these big left-handed hitters for the Scorpions offense, Cole Hambly. We've seen Cole Hambly pitch in this series. We've seen him be the DH. We've seen him play right field, and we've seen him play first, and we've seen him hit bombs.
Yeah, the ball he hit in the gap off Cardinal Marley the other night, absolutely smoked. Big spot for him.
Huge swing and a miss to bring the count to 0-1. Still nobody out here in this inning. And Towndock scored 3 runs last inning, given up 2 this inning on defense. Scorpions still threatening. This one's going to be off the pitcher's glove. He'll have a play everywhere he looks. He goes to home, who's a first baseman on this play, and they will get the force out at home plate. Looked like the ball took his glove off. He was able to recover well, and he threw a strike to his catcher after briefly looking around the infield.
What poise by Evan Beatty there to assess the situation and throw a sidearm strike to Natali at the plate to erase DeSeltz.
That brings up the catcher who reached on a very painful hit by pitch in his previous at bat, flew out to center field in his second at bat, and had a base hit in his first at bat. He came around to score on. That was the first run of the game, but that was a couple hours ago. This one's going to be yanked into the other batter's box for a ball.
That just bothered Beatty there. He's shaking his leg out a little bit. Might have got stuck.
Here's the pitch. That one's going to be high. He's going to snap throw down to third. It's going to be a close play.
Oh, it looks like he got
And
him.
he's out at third base. He's able to pick off He's able to pick off Quinn Murphy at third base, who gets a little too greedy on that one. An absolute strike from Natali, who throws it down there and gets him out for the second out of the inning.
Looked like there was contact with Natali and the batter there as he, on the follow-through, as he threw a laser beam down to McKnight at third base to pick off Quinn Murphy.
That one will miss for a ball. Pitcher comes set and delivers. That one's going to be in there for a called strike. That should bring the count to 3-1.
Great pitch there by Beatty. Outer third, probably the black, right at the knees. Pitcher's pitch for sure.
Here's the pitch. That's going to be ball 4 to keep this inning going for the Scorpions.
The hot hand, Darnborough.
Well, you said it. Dylan's 3 for 3 tonight with 3 singles. He also came around to score a run in his first at bat. It's part of a 3-run inning for Scorpions way back in the home half of the second. And with a 4-run lead, Scorpions base runners everywhere you look. He's going to be looking to do damage. Evan Beatty looking to do a job and get his team in, stop the bleeding, as that pitch is in there for strike 1. That's a great pitch. Fastball.
I just want to take a moment and shout out Noah LaRose on his 15th birthday. Happy birthday, Noah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Off the grandstand on the first base side.
Happy birthday, dear Noah, the commissioner's son. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Noah.
Congratulations, my friend. You're in the best times of your life and you don't even know it yet. Scorpions base runners in every direction you look. 2 outs. We're getting late. It's bottom 7, 4-run ball game.
I'd like to shout out my daughter Veda, who was commenting on the YouTube earlier as I was showing Chip DiLorenzo the feed tonight. I was surprised, and she was saying, "That's my dad," over and over again. I don't know if she was talking to nobody or who she was talking to if it was us.
That
But
one misses.
nonetheless, thanks for watching, Beta.
That one misses inside a breaking ball to bring the count to 2-2.
There's absolute mayhem going on behind us. Pedicab Chronicles.
That one's going to miss outside, so Henry Kearns on third base will tiptoe home on the pitch. Hambley will be off and running, and so won't Prometheus over at first base. Ball in the gap right now could surely blow this one open. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be in there for strike 3. Threat extinguished, but not before a 2-run score. We'll be right back for the top of the 8th at a 7-3 ball game live from Cardines Field in Newport, Rhode Island. And we are live here at Cardines Field where we have a 7-3 ball game. Towndock will come up here on the top of the 8th, and I will pass it off to my co-host Matty Borges for the play-by-play.
Still on the mound, Damon Asensio. About to step in is second baseman Aiden Ballwell. Looking to be a headlight as they're trailing 4 here. Top of the 8th. Need some traffic on the bases here. This is a ball upstairs, 1-0. Looks like Tyler Real is warming in the pen for the Scorpions. This Asensio winds up and delivers strike 1, 1-1.
Oh, Tyler Real will surely be the next man out of the bullpen for manager Joe Brooks. Nobody he trusts more. He pitched in all 3 games in the previous series to get them into the championship.
Swinging a ground ball chop to third. Backed up is Palumbo, and he throws it away. No shot for Danny DeSillets. But second baseman Casey DiLorenzo hustles over and gets that ball all the way against the fence. That's great hustle by Casey.
Well, that might be exactly the break that Towndock needs. A routine ground ball over to third base is overthrown over the first baseman, and all of a sudden they've got the first guy on. It's McKnight time. McKnight 0 for 3 on the night. Jack is due to break out at some point.
In the pitch. Ball driven foul towards the parking lot. Jack was a little behind there. 0-1. You just got to put up a good at bat here. The pitch. Swinging a pop to center field. Quinn Murphy ranges over, makes the catch. There's one down here. I'll bring up Zach Sawyer.
As his coach roots him on down from the third base box, says you've been great all year, and comments on his hands.
Big lead from Bolwell as Bumpy Prometheus looked at Danny Desolate and was like, I want that runner. And we'll see here. If he takes another big lead, he's likely to be picked. Swing and a miss by Sawyer.
The very dangerous Wyatt Daft waits on deck. He's had a great night. He walked in his second at bat and doubled, and came around to score in his third at bat.
As Asensio sneaks a fastball in there. 1-2. Here's the spot for the back pick. Yep, there we go. I was right. To no avail. Bolwell slides in safely. But I'm going to put that one on my scorecard for one I got right.
Matty, you're a natural.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Sawyer goes down. 2 down here. That brings up center fielder Wyatt Daft. Wyatt has been in the league at least 6 years now. He's considered a veteran in my eyes. He's going to put together a good at-bat here. As he fouls the first pitch off into the net, a little behind it. As Coach Manning hustles down and grabs that foul ball that was on the third base line, up to the ricochet.
Hopefully at some point we can get manager Manning up here, or co-manager Manning up here, player Manning up here to get an interview at some point.
We'll see. And Asensio to the set. The pitch. Inside. 2-1. Wyatt swinging a Rawlings big stick. Number 36. Asensio to the plate. Swinging a drive to center field. This puts Quinn Murphy. I see his numbers. This beats him. Gets over his head. 1 run will score. As Quinn gets the ball into the cutoff man, Trevor Snow, and he decides it is not worth it. We will concede the run. 7-4. Scorpions are leading here, and Joe Brooks has seen enough. He's on his way out. I think it's Tyler Real time. It's going to bring up Parker Camello when this is all said and done. Oh, yeah, he immediately makes the change as Asensio slaps 5 with his teammates. Goes over to say hello to Manny Ferreira and heads back to left field. We'll see where Darnborough heads. Looks like Darnborough's out of the game. So Tyler Real will be hitting for himself if his spot comes up. That'll be fun.
Love to see pitchers hit.
He's in for Darnborough. He's in for Darnborough. No, Darnborough's out. He's hitting.
We'll be right back after these warm-up pitches.
We are back here live from Cardines Field as the new right-handed pitcher for the Scorpions is Tyler Riel. Well, we had a nice treat in the previous series. We got to see Tyler work in all 3 games. Came into the first game, it was a 4-2 loss. Second game was a 13-9 victory that he closed the door on, then finished up game 3 to advance his team into the championship series, as that one is in there for a called strike. What'd you say? Special treat for fans right now. We are live in the booth with Brian Wojciechowski. Hope I said it right. This is my first time announcing a game for you. You had high velocity, looked like all the stuff was working. Just one big hit by Trevor Snow could be the difference in this thing. Talk about your outing and how you feel overall after coming out.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I threw the ball pretty well. Overall, I had good off-speed pitches working. Just a couple of pitches I left over the plate in untimely scenarios. We had a couple errors that put me in a rough spot to start some innings, but I also, just left a couple over the plate, and that was the difference for sure.
Well, looking at the website, you are absolutely the undisputed workhorse for Towndock. Talk about your role coming into the season. Is this exactly what you expected, and where do you go from here?
Yeah, coming out of college, I think that one thing I wanted to do is just get back into like a starting routine, and so I started to build up my my tempo and my pitch count early in probably March and April to be able to come out, throw 5-6 innings, and I was able to do that all year long. So, I think that was the big difference, just trying to be a horse for the team, and I think I did a good job doing that this year.
An unbelievable 41 strikeouts in 34 innings during the regular season. Do you trust your fastball, and what's it topping out at?
Yeah, I do. On my good days, I can definitely get up there, 88, 89 miles per hour, pair that up with the splitter and a slider, and we're in a good spot.
Well, the schedule this week is going to go Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. I'm sure you're not going to be available for Tuesday. What's your availability arm-wise, do you think, for Thursday? Is it maybe an appearance out of the bullpen? Are you an opener, or are you ready to go up to 100 pitches again on Thursday?
I'll hopefully just recover, get a couple of lifts in this week, and for Thursday, ideally be ready to come out of the pen at any point.
I'll tell you, your splitter is electric. You get a lot of awful-looking swings out that thing is just dynamite.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, it's my best pitch. When that's going, I'm in a good spot for sure.
Absolutely. Hey, thank you very much, Brian, for joining us up here. Special treat. We don't always get the high-level talent to come up here, man. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it, too.
That's Brian Woj live in the booth at Newport, Rhode Island. We appreciate you coming up here as we head back to the bottom of the 8th in the action here.
New pitcher, Calvin Battersby for Towndock, facing off as Casey DiLorenzo. He missed with the first pitch, 1-0 here. As Casey fouls it up into the net. Evens up at 1-1. I apologize. I think I was muted for the first half of my question or comment to Woj. I'm not even sure what it was. I just gave him some props on that splitter, man. It's so nasty.
Yeah, he says he throws about 88, 89 on his best day, and he says the splitter is his best pitch. Can't imagine being able to throw that hard and choosing a breaking ball or something off speed like that as your best pitch. High-level confidence player.
Swing a drive into right center as beats the dive by the second baseman. Grass kind of eats it up as Casey's in there with a leadoff single. And that worked out perfectly for the Scorpions as Darnborough made the last out of the inning, and that's now where Tyler Riel, the pitcher, is slotted in the batting order. Has a quick check over on Casey. Calvin's an athlete. He's so quick to the plate. It's tough to get a jump on him. And Casey's putting the pressure on, dancing around there as I believe this is Palumbo takes ball 1.
That's exactly correct, Matty. Palumbo's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts tonight. Also walked in his second at bat.
Dancing around is Casey, and a quick check by Bats over there. Look at Casey. He is hopping around quite a bit. He's trying. The story's over there. I'm sorry, viewers. I gotta show this. This is the excitement right here. Let's see if we can catch it from this camera. Nope. Yeah, we get a little bit there. And of course, we get still as Battersby delivers a fastball in there on the outside corner. 2-1. Let's see right here. Look, here it comes. Here comes the dances. Up, he's up. And another one right there. Dropped by Natali, but nonetheless, 2-2. Battersby to the set. It's Casey. Ooh, close one there. Great check by Battersby. Barely in there was Casey with the slide. That uniform is dirty. Big lead for Casey. And the pitch. Big swing and a miss. Down goes Palumbo. One down here is Damon Asensio. The Swiss Army knife. Hops in and he's going to swing lefty. I haven't seen him swing from the left side before. But we'll see what's going on here as Battersby delivers a pitch there. It's a double play ball. Grounded to second, to short to first. Nice and easy here. Great turn by Bolwell and Parker Camello. As we are at 7-4 here after 8. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the always beautiful and always spectacular Cardines Field, where we enter the 9th inning of Game 1 of this championship series. It's the best 2 out of 3 between Towndock and the Scorpions. Due up for Towndock are the 2-3-4 hitters, Blaze, McCarthy, and Monis. 3 terrific hitters, but they'll have to face a terrific pitcher in Tyler Real.
If Towndock's going to make a statement here. These are the guys that do it.
As that one misses outside for ball one from Tyler Real. Tyler will be heading back to school, wrapping up his summer season where he pitches. He's a terrific pitcher, getting better every year as this one's fouled off down the left field line into the chain link fence. And this is the George Donnelly Sunset League. We play here at Cardines in a ballpark that was built over 100 years ago. This league was started in 1919 as one of America's oldest continuously run amateur leagues. We're bringing together some of the highest talent across the Northeast region of the United States and beyond. Commissioner Chris LaRose off to my left puts this together every year, taking time away from his family to bring you this hot action as this one's going to be chopped up the middle. This is going to be a tough play. He'll catch it on the backhand, throw across the diamond, and he's safe at first. Manny Ferreira says he's safe at first, and the Scorpions have life. Josh Blaze reaches on an infield single.
What a play by Casey DiLorenzo there, going to his backhand, throwing on the run like Jeter. Honestly, I thought he was out.
That was certainly a bang-bang play. Just like that, tying run comes out on deck. This will be Colin McCarthy. Colin hit a single in his first at-bat, reached on an error in his second at-bat, walked in his third at-bat, and hit another single in his fourth at-bat. He's having a big night.
We highly encourage you to clip your highlights and share them. Please. We love it.
Yeah, we'd really appreciate it if you made sure you're subscribed to the channel. We are broadcasted live on YouTube around the world. Comment where you're watching from. Maybe share the stream with someone in your life you know who loves baseball. That one's going to miss outside for a ball. Bring the count to 1-1 on McCarthy. Wears no batting gloves. Has one of the biggest swings I've ever seen and hits balls to the moon. Real comes set. Checks on his runner. Leg kicks and delivers. That one's going to be low for a ball. Maybe low and in, not sure exactly which one. Home plate umpire is doing a terrific job back there. He's been the home plate umpire all night. Manny Ferreira on the bases. Like I said before, tying run comes out on deck, but for now, it's McCarthy. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be squibbed foul down the third base side. We just want to remind everybody, if you are looking to come down here next summer and perfect your craft before heading back to your school, contact a manager directly. Reach out to Commissioner Chris LaRose. We are looking for high-level talent. We play in beautiful ballparks. We broadcast our games live on YouTube. And this one's down to crunch time right now. Top of the ninth. Towndock trailing by 3, but they are not done yet. Here's the pitch. Outside. That'll bring the count full on Colin McCarthy.
This is McCarthy, where he thrives in these late inning situations, down. I'd go with him hitting something hard here.
Real comes set. Leg kicks, delivers. This one's going to be squibbed. Way at the shortstop. It's going to take a weird bounce to get over Trevor Stone's glove and go into center field. That looked like it was destined to be a double play ball. If not, he was going to come across and get Shore out at first base, but now find themselves on first and second. Nobody out here in the top of the ninth.
What a turn.
Yeah, you said he was going to. You said he was going to hit the ball hard. He hits a little squibber with some English on it. Now that's going to bring Joe Brooks out of the dugout.
That thing had some serious English on it. It was second it touched the dirt, it just popped right up.
Oh, I'm not sure if my opinion.
Looks like you guys had a good view of that one at home on that. You tell us there.
Ooh.
As a pinch runner enters the game, Nolan Tremblay for Colin McCarthy, as they are doing whatever it takes to tie this game up and play on. Jonah Monez, a quality hitter in a big spot here. Real's got his work cut out for him. Right fielder Henry Kearns is living over in the gap. So if Jonah's able to turn on something and hit over first base, there's going to be extra bases.
The first pitch of the at-bat is in there for a called strike one on the outside corner. Moniz is 0 for 3 on the night, also has a walk to his credit. Has hit the ball hard multiple times.
Kearns is pinching a little bit and right. He's awful shallow.
What's going to be in there? Count is quickly 0-2 on Moniz. Natali waits on deck, but for now, it's Moniz.
Big lead over there for Tremblay. Let's see if Bumpy wants to backpick him.
That one's going to be fouled off to the left-hand side. Well, that'll be very tough to do, Matty, with the big left-handed batter standing right in his grill. He'd have to kind of clear the lane and shoot a strike down to first base.
It's almost the perfect time because you can't see him coming as the base runner.
Oh, with Kearns so far off the line, I'm not sure if it's worth risking. They'd surely score a run, and that runner would get over to third base. It's a high-risk, high-reward type of play as that one's fouled off to the left. We'll do the 0-2 again.
I agree with you. Risk reward there. But he is he's well past the cutout.
Real comes set, does not shake him off. Likes what the catcher puts down, checks on his runner, leg kicks, delivers. That one's going to be high for a ball. That'll bring the count to 1-2.
Real has all of his arsenal at his mercy here in the 1-2 count.
Here's the pitch. One's going to be low, and he gives a little pump fake down to first base.
And they had him. He was dead. He actually gave himself up in a way. He looked like a deer in the headlights.
Well, the momentum is certainly shifting a little bit towards Towndock here. They scored 3 runs in the 7th, 1 run in the 8th. All their runs in the last 2 innings. Now they're threatening here in the 9th. Scorpions trying to put him away, but they're not there yet. This one's going to be off the pitcher's glove and ricochet to the second baseman. He'll shovel to the shortstop who throws the first, but it's not in time. Oh, they get 1 out on that play, but Moniz will find his way on via fielder's choice.
I bet you if he didn't get a piece of that, you had your double play.
Well, the tying run will still be at the plate.
That ball was scorched by Moniz. I mean, it's a instinct play. It's hard to not throw your glove at it.
Here's the pitch. It's going to be fouled off.
And Jonah with an aggressive lead as well over there. First and third for Towndock.
That one's going to be up and in for a ball.
Natali, an aggressive hitter, doesn't get cheated. Good lead for Moniz at first.
Here's the pitch from Real. Breaking ball going to be outside. That'll bring the count to 2-1. Tyler Real is pitching for the 4th time in 7 days today, all relief appearances.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to be feeling it a little bit.
Here's the pitch. Another breaking ball, but that's a nasty pitch. That'll catch the outside corner to bring the count to 2-2.
I like.
This one's going to be lined into left field for a base hit. 1 run will score. The runner will stop at second base. We have a 7-5 ball game here at Cardines Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Go-ahead run comes to the plate in the 9th.
What a swing by Natali. It's a big spot there. He clutched up just out of the reach of the leap by Trevor Snow.
Well, that'll bring up Bolwell, who's 0 for 4 on the night. Reached on an error in his final at-bat. Not sure if it was officially credited an error. That's how I have it written down. He ended up coming around to score after that error.
I'm going to go with another one of my bold predictions. You're going to see a base hit bunt attempt.
Oh, I'm ready for that hot action. You never know what to expect here in the George Donnelly Sunset League.
Look where Palumbo is at third. He's behind the bag. A couple steps.
That one's in there for strike 1. Matty, that would be absolutely wonderful if we saw something like that. Like I said, you never know what to expect in this league.
Bolo has the skills to do it. I think it's the perfect opportunity because, I mean, Real's got to fly off the mound to get over there for it.
That one's going to be fouled into the catcher's mitt. It'll quickly be 0-2.
No way now.
McKnight waits on deck. He stung the ball hard a couple times today with not much to show for it. But for now, it's Bulwell.
This wind is shaking our fence a little bit. Apologies.
I think the fans in the bleachers right now are shaking the camera. This place is as lively as it's been all night.
Big spot for Bulwell. Down 1-2. Awaits Real's delivery.
Towndock down to its final 2 outs as this one's fouled straight back as the ball ricochets off the wooden bleachers and rattles around like a pinball. We'll do it again. It's one of the biggest high leverage situations of the season for Tyler Real. He's got everything working in his arsenal right now, trying to put him away on a 1-2 count now. Like I said, something in the gap might tie this game. Ground ball right at somebody might end this game. He comes set. Here's the 1-2. That one's going to be up. That'll bring the count to 2-2.
Easy take for Bulwell as that's up and in by his face.
Towndock has scored all 5 of its runs in the final 3 innings here. 3 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th, and now 1 in the 9th, and still threatening. Real checks on his runner. The pitch. This one's going to be hit down the line. This is going to be a tough play. It's going to be off the building and a foul ball.
Oh, man, that was a matter of inches there. That thing scraped the side of the building.
And home plate umpire immediately threw his hands up, so he was watching it the whole way, actually got in a better position to see it. There is 0 foul territory down there past the scoreboard. Henry Kearns is the right fielder. He was blazing speed over towards it, but it just gets the side of the building before it hits the ground.
Quick enough with the cameras to grab that. You can see it's a slightly off angle there with the building, so anything that touches that in the air is indeed a foul ball.
And we'll
back to Bulwell.
We'll do the 2-2 again in a big spot here. This is the championship series of the George Donnelly Sunset League, and I'm your host, TJ Brogo, alongside my co-host, Matty Borges. This one's fouled straight back. We'll do it again.
Bulwell hanging on here, fighting hard.
These collegiate level players and beyond come down here in summer ball to perfect their craft, now find themselves in the championship series. Put a cherry on top of their great summer. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be fouled off. Let's do it again.
Well, I'm not sure where that one came down, but out of play to the right side, just outside the stadium. There's a few fans looking over the overhang, checking it out. Bumpy Prometheus is headed out to have a chat with Real real quick.
Yeah, they're going to give the batter some time here to regain his composure. He just kind of stepped off behind the left-handed batter's box, as you saw on your stream. And now he'll go back over to his side of the plate. He's going to do a little walk, maybe having a little bit of a stomach issue. And the pitcher, Tyler Real, kind of shaking his head with a little bit of a smirk on his face.
I don't know if he just threw up on the field or not.
Oh, he did. You can watch that back later when you get home tonight.
I didn't see it now.
I didn't want to put him on blast, but nothing like Matty Borges for coming in with that hot take.
I mean, I'm really rooting for him to mash a ball now, realizing the situation at hand here. As you can hear the crowd picking up, getting behind Bulwell here.
This is the loudest they've been all night, the biggest spot of the night. Go ahead run at the plate. We are in the 9th inning. That one's going to be yanked low and away. That'll bring the count full. One of the better at-bats of the night.
What a spot here.
Like I said, Tyler Real's pitching for the 4th time in 7 days. Not sure how that affects him. Stuff looks good to me. But finds himself with runners in a couple of directions around him and a very tough out at the plate right now. All the momentum heading towards Towndock right now. One ball in the gap could tie this ball game. He checks on his runner, leg kicks and delivers. Breaking ball. This one's going to be popped up to right field. Right fielder Henry Kearns is underneath it, and he'll make the catch for the 2nd out of the inning after a lengthy at-bat. Towndock down to their final out of the night.
That brings up Jack McKnight, number 19, playing third base.
Jack's hit the ball hard couple times tonight. He's 0 for 4 on the night, due to break out. Sawyer waits on deck if it gets that far.
People love shaking that camera at home plate.
Real comes set, looks at his runner, leg kicks, delivers. Fouled off to bring the count to 0-1. By far the biggest spot of the night for Towndock. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 1.
Yeah, Real's not working as quick as he usually does. He might be feeling a little fatigued here. He's usually on the mound, set and go.
Breaking ball is going to be outside. That'll bring the count to 2-1. McKnight doing all he can to extend this. Tying run on first base. It would surely have to be deep in a gap to score him. The leg kick and the delivery. Breaking ball. That's a nasty pitch. That'll bring the count to 2-2 as Towndock is down to its final out of the night. Scorpions are looking to take a 1-0 lead here in the series. Towndock has other plans for that.
2-2-2, charge it up.
The pitch. Drops down to the side, and that's a swinging strikeout. That'll end the game as Tyler Real strikes out McKnight to put the threat to rest. Final score of 7-5 here at Cardines Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Scorpions take a 1-0 series lead in the championship series of the George Donnelly Sunset League. We'll be right back with some post-game coverage after a short break. Welcome back to the post-game coverage here live at Cardines Field as the Scorpions take a commanding 1-0 lead in the series. We are joined here live in the booth by the player of the game, Trevor Snow. Trevor was 2 for 2 on the night with a huge 3 RBI triple. He also walked and was hit by a pitch. Trevor, how you doing?
Good. How are you? Thanks.
Hasn't been that long since we've seen you in the booth. You continue to mash like the best of them. Let's bring it back a little bit. There was a big rally there by the Towndock, and there was a weird ball that hopped over you. Looked like it almost took out your face. You kind of had to bail out a little bit. How'd you put that behind you and keep this great night cruising?
Yeah, again, like I said last time, errors are going to come. You know, you don't know when they're going to come, but ball took a tough hop, and you just got to look past it, look to make the next play.
Tyler Real, pitching for the 4th time in 7 days, slams the door to give you guys a commanding 1-0 series lead. You guys are 1 win away from winning the whole thing. How special is that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he came in and he just was a dog for us, so you love to see it. You love to see people just stepping in big spots and coming through. Excited for the next one.
Damon, the Swiss Army knife Asensio, comes in from the outfield to pitch and bridge the gap to your closer. Talk about how special Damon is and everything good he does on and off the field.
Yeah, he's got all the tools. Really special player. He plays hard and he plays the game the right way. So it's good to see him step into whatever role he needs to do and come through for the guys.
Anybody you want to give a shout out to? You are the player of the game again, absolutely mashing in this league, looking to cap off your summer with a championship. Anybody you want to give a shout out to who's listening right now?
Shout out to the parents, man. Thanks for coming.
I just want to say, Trevor, you are fast as lightning. What do you do in the off season to get so quick, man? What is it? Box jumps, deadlifts? What's going on?
A little bit of everything, not a plyo. That's it. Just, box jumps, sprints, everything.
We have your picture turning 2 against Towndock earlier in the season up on the stream right now. I want to give another shout out to Chip DiLorenzo, who takes amazing shots of these guys in the league here. We're very blessed to have him around. And, I mean, the Scorpions get most of them, but I'll tell you what, we're lucky to play you just for that fact, man.
Absolutely.
Great season, Trevor.
Thank you.
We'll see you on Tuesday,
Sounds
game
good.
2.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming over.
That was Trevor Snow live in the booth. This is post-game coverage. He was tonight's player of the game. You will all remember forever that long RBI triple that drove in 3 RBIs. That ended up being the deciding factor in the game. He was flying around the bases. And the post-game coverage will continue after a short break. This George Donnelly Sunset League broadcast has been brought to you by Sitting Bull Tattoo, located at 136 Thames Street, Newport, Rhode Island. You've got a story, so why hide it? At Sitting Bull Tattoo, you can turn your ideas into bold, custom ink that looks incredible today and for years to come. Whether you're getting your first tattoo or adding to your already amazing collection, Dave takes the time to bring your vision to life. Clean lines, vivid detail, and a look that's unmistakably you. Hit up Dave at Sitting Bull Tattoo this week and book your appointment. Sitting Bull Tattoo, where your story takes shape. Well, the Scorpions take a commanding 1-0 lead here in the series. Towndock will have to win 2 straight to overcome this. Towndock will be the home team for Game 2, and the postgame continues. Postgame coverage continues after a short break. We have another special interview for you coming right up. Live in the booth with Towndock coach and player Chris Rose. Chris, talk to me about what you guys need to do better and how you're going to come back in Game 2 after this tough loss.
Well, I just think there's a couple of things. We got to clean up the defensive miscues here and there, and we got to make better base running decisions here and there, and just play a cleaner game. You know, that's the one thing. They played a clean game, and we didn't. And, I mean, I'm proud of my guys and how they battled back, but when you're giving them extra at-bats, extra runs, extra, you know, they can hit. So that's part of it, and we knew that going in. So we got to clean that up come Tuesday.
We were lucky enough to have Woj in the booth after his start tonight. Talk about how special of a talent he is and what he brings to this ball club short-term and long-term.
Well, this season he has been our horse. He's been our ace. We have some good pitching, and the way he's worked in the off-season and the way he's worked in season to keep himself healthy and available has been something that has been a big transformation. He used to be a bullpen guy, and now he came out this year and he wanted to be a starter, and he came out and he threw the ball so well, working his butt off and competing at the highest level.
Blaze was 2 for 3 on the night, scored 2 runs, also had a walk. Talk about how special of a hitter he is and how much of a leader he is on and off the field.
Oh, well, that's my guy. So he started in 2007, I started 2008, and he has always been that guy to spark, to work hard, and to just, he's a constant for us, you know, and we've needed that throughout the years, you know, whether we get a bunch of young guys older guys like us, but he has just been that constant, and he's been our our offensive leader for the past 6 or 7 years now. So very proud of what he's done and how he leads our group.
Chris, you're one of the most respected guys in the league. Been here almost as long as I have. I've been your teammate on a few different runs. Who would you say is somebody memorable that you'd want to give a shout out to from past? Somebody you used to play with, somebody that we used to share the field with. Maybe they don't have to be gone, not with us or anything. I don't mean to be, like that, but somebody influential for you might want to give a little love to.
Well, influential, obviously, the guy that used to run the team, Al Alvarez, was our guy. He was tough. I mean, a colonel, all that kind of stuff. Definitely some tough love in there, so kind of built up that tough skin that we needed. But, the guys, like the guy that's going into the Hall of Fame this year, Yoshi, Josh Ferreira, he was a hell of a competitor. Same thing with his brother. I remember my first finals, I'm catching for Towndock and Jake's catching, for R&R Legion, and just the respect that you have for guys like that grind it out, like you, Maddie, that are here, that put their effort in and that put the work in to make this league as good as it is. And it just keeps growing and getting better and better. And it's truly an honor to be a part of it for this long. So,
well, you're aging like fine wine, my friend.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. And it should be a hell of a game on Tuesday night. We got our horse going. We got Mikey going. And, they know they're going to throw the kitchen sink at us, so we got to be ready to go.
Well, we're not letting you go yet. We want to bring up something else. Wyatt Daft had an absolute bomb into the gap tonight. He was 2 for 3 with a walk, also scored a run. Is Wyatt the best 9-hitter in the league?
Without a doubt, I would think. And he is so cool, calm, and collected. He just goes about his business. Typical. He reminds me because he was a wrestler. He just goes and gets in that mode and just locks in. And come playoff time, he's been money for us the past couple of years.
He's a veteran now. What is this? His 7th season?
I think
Seven?
it's 6 or 7 season. That's my 6-7, as my kid would say. But I tell you what, he has just been such a steady presence for us. He's at almost every game, and he gives you that consistency and doesn't bitch about anything. He just goes out and does his job, and he plays the game the right way. So a lot of respect for that young man.
Well, talk about somebody who doesn't complain. That's you, Chris Rose. You handle everything with class, elegance, and
I appreciate that, guys.
Force.
No, I appreciate
tough as
that.
Nails, and we love you. Thank you so much for coming up to the booth.
Anytime, guys. I appreciate it. We'll see you guys Tuesday night. So,
yes, sir.
Go Towndock.
That's Chris Rose live in the booth, an absolute battle-tested veteran who no one has anything bad to say about. And we'll keep the post-game coverage rolling.
Thank you.
This game has been brought to you in part by Dovetail Bats contact manager Matty Borges for the hardest wood in the game. Big league pop without a big league price. Rise above. I already did. Well, like I said, Towndock falls in the first game. Scorpions win. Scorpions take a commanding 1-0 lead in the series. Towndock will have to win the next 2 in a row. Scorpions 1 win away from ending it all. Now, these guys come down here, some of the best ball players from the northeast region of the United States and beyond. They come down here to perfect their craft, take the skills they've learned and the reps they've gotten back to college with them, and nothing would be better than if they capped off an unbelievable summer with a championship. This is the George Donnelly Sunset League. I'm your host, TJ Brogel, sitting beside my co-host, Matty Borges. We are the production team. We are both the executive producer today. We are both the cameramen today. Matty, why don't you tell us what to expect in Game 2 of this series?
Well, Towndock has Castellani on the mound, so he's going to work quick and throw a ton of strikes. Keep you off balance. If you get on, he's going to be pesky going over to first. I don't think you're going to be able to dance around like they were tonight. I would say Towndock would be my pick to win Game 2.
And be sure to join us for Game 2 Tuesday night live from historic Cardines. First pitch 7 o'clock. Game 3, if necessary, will be on Thursday. If you forget this, go on our website. The schedule is posted. Watch out your local weather There may be a delay as there was in the last series, or we will keep the website as up to date as possible as these two highly talented teams giving it their all will go at each other at least one more time. I'm looking forward to it.
So am I. I mean, what's better than postseason baseball?
I can name something, but I won't. Not much.
Hey. All right. Well, I think that does it for us down here at Cardines. I'm Matty Borges.
I'm TJ Brogle. Thank you very much for joining us tonight.